kò sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ rojọ́ yẹn ẹ̀ sí ń bẹ̀. ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ mi gbogbo ẹ̀ lábọ́. See, nothing will happen to your son. I understand your angle as a parent. Mi ìdẹ̀ ní tọ́yìn kò yẹ kó bí àtọ́rí mo fi lójú yín o. When a mother needs to be stand by, will stand by you. When your son needs protection, will get him protection. Ohun tẹ́mi ń try láti ṣàlàyé fún yín ni pé ẹ jẹ́ ká wò pé okay kò ń ṣe àdúrà Andrew àdúrà ẹ jẹ́ ká wò pé Andrew Barrister Adékúnlé ni kọ́ wá ṣàlàyé pé àwọn wà nílé yẹn o báyìí ni Mohbad ṣe kú ìgbésẹ̀ tí mo gbé yìí náà ni mo máa gbé kọ́ ẹ̀ lè blame mi tí bá dẹ̀ ń gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn dájúdájú tó bá yẹ pé lóòótọ́ inú yín lẹ fi ń ṣe àdúrà tẹ́ ń ṣe gbogbo àdúrà gbogbo ìgbésẹ̀ tí mo gbé yẹn I have done the right thing.
mo ti sọ pé ìgbésẹ̀ ìgbọ̀n tẹ ṣe
ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ mi
wọ́n ti bà orúkọ àdúrà jẹ́
ẹni tí ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ mi.
There was evidence of bullying. There is evidence of bullying.
Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe mi ò blame anybody o.
Ó yé wa mà.
Àtẹ̀tọ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú.
Ẹ gbọ́. Mọ́mí kò sẹ́ni ọ̀tọ́ máa ṣe àdúrà. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mi?
Ìyàwó ẹ̀ ló ní mọ́mí.
Ìyàwó ẹ̀
fẹ́ jù mí lọ. Ààrẹ ní fẹ́ jù mí tó fẹ́ ṣe é lóore. Ṣé ó lóore tó ṣe fún ìyẹn tó ṣe lóore? Èmi ni wọ́n bí tó ṣe lóore. Èmi ló máa tọ́jú kì í ṣe èmi fẹ́ tọ́jú. Èmi ló ṣe lóore. Èmi ló ṣe lóore. Èmi nìyá ẹ̀. Ẹ wà ní ẹ ṣe lè fẹ́ sí fẹ́ jù mí lọ. Ẹ mọ̀ nǹkan ọmọ. Mo ti sọ fún ọ̀tá mi. Tó fi ń ṣe ẹ̀yẹ. Ọmọ àríwẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ òṣèré.
All right, can we just go to question and answer? Let's please. Nigerian youths, bloggers, TikTok hosts, their supporters, Aloba family, human rights community, volunteers of Break the Silence Foundation, Nigerian Bar Association, lawyers present in the building, freedom fighters, justice crusaders, Nigerians home and abroad, viewers online. Welcome to this all-important press conference. The tragic death of the Nigerian artist Ilerioluwa Oladimeji Promise Aloba, popularly known as Mohbad, announced on the 12th of September 2023, continues to linger in our memories. No doubt his death sparked outrage and raised significant concerns about the safety and well-being of artists within Nigerian entertainment industry. His unresolved death has left fans, family, and entertainment industry colleagues devastated, leading to a nationwide demand for justice. And since 2023, Mohbad has not been committed to the Mother Earth for want of conclusion of investigation in order to unravel the circumstance of his death. Mohbad's death has brought to the forefront the alarming questions about possible foul play, including accusation and counter-accusations, the snail's pace of investigation, and corruption beclouding the investigation process is worrisome. The public outcry for justice has resonated deeply, calling for a more honest investigation into the circumstances surrounding his passing. The Justice for Mohbad movement has gained tremendous momentum as fans, celebrities, and activists unite to seek transparent, honest, and fair legal process. Mohbad's death cannot be washed to slip into the archive of unresolved deaths in Nigeria. The public cannot stand by while the loved ones and artists are subjected to abuse, injustice, and neglect. Mohbad's death cannot be in vain. Right from 13th September 2023, our foundation, headed by my humble self, joined every other Nigerians to demand justice for Mohbad. We must thank the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Lagos State Ministry of Justice, and the Nigerian Police Force for listening to the voice of the public that period. Also for their resolve that Mohbad must get justice. Quite frankly, in cases like this, violence is not the worst thing. The worst thing is apathy. We as people and society should understand that it is none of my business does not apply with another person when another person is hurt, is being persecuted or abused. It is your business. Mohbad's case is the business of any person with upright background and love for humanity and country. There is court of justice, note it, but there is court of conscience and there is court of Almighty God. Fast forward to the incident that led to today's gathering. On 11th of December 2024 at about 4 p.m., I was on my TikTok live conversing on the efficacy of video evidence and credible witness accounts in order to get undiluted justice for Mohbad, and how I will always hold my end of the bargain with any of the neighbors or persons who offer to help with the CCTV in both Mohbad's house and his estate. I emphasized on the importance of these two if Mohbad will get justice and will get it the right way, even though the coroner inquest, which is ongoing, will be an additional use and a vital instrument. I reminded my viewers of my previous fact-finding mission when I went to Royal Pine Estate, Mohbad's estate. On my fact-finding, I went to Kuramed Hospital, I visited the pharmacy and several other places. At about 4:23 p.m., Adura Aloba, Mohbad's younger brother, had sent me a DM after listening to me for a while and reacting in the comment section. When he realized I may not see.
It's not Adura Aloba, sir.
Okay, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay.
Please.
Don't worry. Let me finish my speech. Let me finish my speech. I have to continue my speech. Elby, madam, Mommy Adura, Elby, kò sí ohun tó bá ṣe. Ṣé ń gbọ́dọ̀ mi? Mommy, ẹ fi ọkàn yín balẹ̀. If we can love his brother, we will have to love him. Kò sí ohun tó bá ṣe. Ṣé ń gbọ́dọ̀ mi? Èmi kọ́ ni mo ní handle yẹn. Ṣé ń gbọ́dọ̀ mi? So ẹ má worry, ẹ fọkàn yín balẹ̀. We are together. Nothing will happen to him. Trust me. I will always hold my end of a. Okay, at about 4:23 p.m., I have to take you guys back so that you can be up to speed. Adura Aloba's Mohbad's younger brother had sent me a DM after listening to me for a while and reacting in the comment section. When he realized I may not see the DM on time, he wrote to the comment section asking that I check my DM. And lo and behold, he offered to give me a video recording of a fight that ensued between the late singer Mohbad and his wife Cynthia. He demanded for 3 million naira. He went further to convince me by narrating how the violence between his brother and his wife resulted in Mohbad falling off the stairs and hitting his head to the floor. Something that can equally be linked to the bent neck in the casket, so much blood some few people found in the house after the singer had passed. The conversation went on for a while, with me playing along. I demanded to see at least a proof of a video existed, and he requested for my email and shared a 3 seconds partly censored image to me. When I downloaded, I previewed, and there was a violent argument in the video in the background. I probed further for longer and uncensored images, and the negotiation got stuck at that point. The following morning, I immediately informed the Deputy Commissioner of Police heading the State Criminal Investigating Department, that is DCP Lati, that is the main segment of the Lagos State Police Command, saddled with the ongoing homicide investigation. And I also reached out to the PRO of the Lagos State Police Command, Mr. Benjamin Undein, and I sent the images to both of them. And in the course of our interfacing, the DCP acknowledged and then obliged me to come in with a petition to that effect, and which I sent in and he acknowledged. While I was expecting positive feedback on the news, on the new lead from Panti, The next phone call invitation I received was from a police officer with the name Shedrack Enabo. He introduced himself as the investigating officer, that is the IPO, CP Special Squad, that is Commissioner of Police Special Squad 1. He reliably informed me on a case of impersonation brought to the attention of the Commissioner of Police by Adura Aloba, and that I should come so that they can intimate me of their findings and progress. I quickly reminded him of my earlier petition on the same matter to the state CID of the State Command. Of course, as a gallant of justice fighter, I had the appointment and I went straight to the CP's Special Squad 1. I attended the Special Squad 1. I met with the deceased father, Mr. Joseph Aloba, his lawyer, and one Mr. Ayepareti. They were waiting there to also to see what was going on. The officer in charge briefed me and shared some detailed efforts. I commended them for the proactive approach and prompt public service delivery. I only noticed from his response and remarks that the case was not harmonized, because it's the same state police command, and it is the same command that is dealing with Mohbad's case. So I was expecting that the case would have been harmonized. And when I didn't see that, I said, okay, fine, no problem. I only noticed from his response and remarks that the case was not harmonized, and there is no interest by this team to investigate the confession or extract from the 30 seconds video. At that point, they made me understand that their investigation detected it was not Adura Aloba that was chatting with me and made those confessions, but one Abib Damola Ainde, another close associate of the late Mohbad, who was equally present in the house when Mohbad died, and he even joined them in taking Mohbad to the hospital, that is Kuramed Hospital and Perez. Okay, I said, okay, that's fine. That's a new angle. I requested to see the alleged impersonator, that is that Damola Ainde, for clarity, and he was brought out from his cell. I asked him if he was the one shutting me up, and he answered yes. I asked him of the video, if the video was from the fight in Mohbad's house. He said yes, that it was a fight between Yomi and another member of Mohbad's crew. I said, really? And then I probed him further on how he had access to Adura's phone, and particularly his TikTok account. And at this point, the police interjected. They spoke for the Damola, and then the police answered for him. They said Adura sold his iPhone to the Damola in November, but Adura forgot to log out of his TikTok account, and that was how Damola had the opportunity to access his TikTok and shut me up. I said, oh, beautiful. And I told Damola to his face, that, you know what, young man, I do not believe you. I said it to him in front of the police, and in front of Damola, I said, I do not believe your story, and I will never believe it. It's not correlating. And I said to him immediately, I said, okay. I asked the officer in charge, this Damola Inde, does he have access to a lawyer? And he replied, no, but that they have given him a form to fill so that he can have access to Office of a Public Defender. As you are all aware, Lagos State government will always give you opportunity. If you don't have money, if you look at your income, if it is not reasonable, if it's not up to par, they can't charge you to court without a lawyer. It's your right. You must stand firm and say, you know what, I need a lawyer. So if you don't have one, if you don't have money, Office of a Public Defender, they are there to help you. So you do that. So, and I asked Damola to contact me through his family if he needs the help of a lawyer, that my foundation, my Human Rights Foundation, Break the Silence Foundation, we will be able to assist him with a lawyer. That everybody deserves to be heard, everybody deserves fair hearing and right to solicitor. So now let me take you guys to back to memory lane. If we go by the accounts of the police on how Mohbad died, it means all the people in the house, all those present in the house, they all knew If you all could go back to memory lane, they said a nurse came in because he had an injury to his hand. Probably he was bleeding, had pain, and I'm like, I don't know how it's still going to be possible for somebody to bleed from on the 10th of September till the 12th. And then they said a nurse who was outside Nigeria came in, despite the fact that there is a hospital 4 minutes very close to his house. There is a pharmacy like 40 seconds to his house. I said, okay, when you look at all that, with the whole story that they said, that the nurse came in, injected him, and then he went into an anaphylactic reaction, and then something happened, then they rushed him to the hospital, he passed, he was brought in dead. Certainly, that is not a natural death. For that reason, it is expected that all those, that is why at the end of the day, if we go by the police account on how Mohbad died, it means all the people in the house present knew it was not a natural death, but refused to report to the police. It is a law. Any death must be reported to the police. Nobody can just die in the house and then you take the person for burial. The police, they've got rights to know and ascertain, okay, it is a natural death or natural one. If they had reported to the police and give the same account, the police would of course want to investigate. But of course, all the people in the house, they refuse to tell the police, and that is a cause for concern. And then it was when the public noticed Mohbad's bent neck, it was at the point of interment. That was when the public demanded discreet investigation, as we all suspected foul play. At the end of the day, it is pointing to a murder that occurred within these 16 people or thereabouts, and it was a joint decision to cover it up and sweep it under the carpet by members of the family and a few police officers. Some persons have been bragging online since that nothing can be done, and we are seeing traces that nothing can be done. So the question is this: is there truly some powerful people bigger than the constitution of the land that want to coerce the Nigerian police to sweep such a blatant and heinous crime as murder under the carpet, despite the series of overwhelming evidence available? Something is fishy. And then some of this evidence came to light naturally, like the message I received, like the short video. I don't know Mohbad's house, I've not been to his house, I don't control Adura's handle, so whoever controlled it, it's a natural occurrence, and that is where the police will have to understand that this is the path that they must follow. And then when you look at all this evidence that came to light, but now we're looking like they are deliberately trying to ignore this issue and this particular lead, and that is why they want to probably give the killer of Mohbad the leeway to walk free. And we as a society, we're not going to be accepting that. It's our duty, it's our civic social responsibility to stand firm and care for the next person. It's our duty. So the question is, will injustice continue to have a price in Nigeria? The question is, why do you give birth to children when you know what you are going through now? The burden of injustice, burden of corruption, children unsafe. You are not doing anything to make it better, to alleviate it, and you're giving birth to children. You're going to be lifting the same thing to your children after you're gone. And that is why you ask yourself, who is trying to perpetually soil the integrity of the Nigerian police in dirty mud? Whose conscience has been bought? These are priceless questions. And of course, to what benefit will covering such a high-profile murder case have on the country? The safety of lives and justice system. What will Nigeria suffer? What will happen to Nigeria if they try to say, okay, it's quite appalling. And quite sadly, that the following key persons, Cynthia Wumi Aloba, Damola Inde Abib, Adura Aloba, Darosha, that is Mohbad's uncle, who by law and standard policing should be key suspects in this homicide case, were never treated as one. Police officer confirmed to me that they were not treated as suspects. As a matter of fact, they were treated as victims, and they were just coming to write, this is what happened, this is what happened. No, that's not the law. If I was there when my son died, I am under the law, I am a suspect. Especially when there are serious circumstances that is making looking it like something has happened. My child has got right to life. So if it's my wife, if it's the mother of a child, It is a law. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. We don't know why that is. No pre-arrest. They were shielded by God knows who. But as God would have it, the voluntary confessional statement via TikTok came from the same camp. There is definitely the hand of God and the grace in Mohbad's case. And these signs are there. We cannot assume a 26 years old, a young boy, we cannot assume him when he is meant to be having eternal rest for want of trying to bring light to what took his life. The millions of Nigerians cannot be so wrong to know that something is fishy. We all know something happened to him before he died. And if we as a society assume such a person, how can we as a society, out of sheer hypocrisy, fear, then want to return him back to the same Mother Earth? We cannot return him back to that same soil with darkness and lies. Our children will pay. Those are the reasons why you see some terrible sicknesses that we cannot explain. And that is why we that are alive, we need to play a part. We need to stand up and stand up for what is right. And then, after showing you all the series of evidence and lists that can help narrow down the cause of death, likely murderers and accomplice, which I'm not sure are available or passed to the police or deliberately ignored up until now, we want to humbly request as follows. Please, as a matter of urgency, invite Adura Aloba and Cynthia Yomi Aloba, Mohbad's wife, for thorough investigation. And of course, they should be arrested and placed as suspects in the ongoing homicide case and any other that surfaces or traverses through their investigation. That Mrs. Folashade, Mohbad's auntie, that is a younger sister, should be invited to corroborate a statement of seeing a blanket soaked with blood when she accompanied her sister into Mohbad's house. There is no way Mohbad will bleed. He can't bleed from 10th to 12th. And that's caught. It's unacceptable. If we accept this, you are practically saying if the same thing should happen to you, to your son, to your daughter, that is the way Nigerian society should treat them. We have to stand up. It's our business. It's your duty to stand up and stand firmly so that we can all change the narratives and make this country better. If we do nothing, the country cannot improve. And then number 3, I'm going to be calling on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He is a father. I've been to him severally. One-on-one, he has been of help. I know he's a proper Democrat. I'm calling on the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu. I voted for him first and second time. And that means I want his government to do well. And that means if I see something wrong, I also have a right to express myself. And I'm going to be calling on the Inspector General of Police. I want to believe he's going to be a parent now and not a police officer. And do the due diligence and restore trust and the integrity of the Nigerian police. If we fix Nigerian police first, if we can fix it, trust me, this country will get better. Nigerian police connects to all the facets of human life. Whether you are a pagan, you are a Christian, you are a Muslim, you are a visitor, you are a resident, you are an indigene, you are a trader, you need the Nigerian police. And we all must understand that it is our property. We cannot allow criminal elements to mess up with the integrity of the Nigerian police. It is your duty to do something to make sure it is restored. And there are so brilliant, honest, forthright Nigerian police officers who respect the uniform and the flag. This flag means a whole lot to them. And that is why you and I need to stand up, support those kind of police officers, and ensure that we bring to closure this Mohbad's case. And of course, we're going to be asking that if the Lagos State Police Command in 7 days refuse to do the needful on the 3 seconds video and confession sent to me, of course, and then try to retrieve the source of that video, because as we speak, the police, they've not actually recovered the video. We don't know where it is, and I'm not going to be engaging in jungle justice or putting laws into my hand to extract the video. It is the police that would have to do it, and they should find the source of the 3-second video and explain to us in honesty the full details of the video, maybe, which is looking likely that that is where the truth and justice for Mohbad lies. And everybody that needs to be protected, if Adura Aloba needs to be protected, I am calling on the police to give him proper protection. If anything happens to him, we will know who we're going to take. And of course, that the new main suspect to be charged to court at worst before the end of the first quarter. We want a fair trial, and this case must not be swept under the carpet. We as a human rights organization, I don't love to protest. Though part of our training and understanding is that protest is the language of the oppressed. And of course, when we have the wrong people in government, they will wait until the people protest before they respond. But I want to believe this is a very sane and democratic government. The leader of this country, I've been following him since 1999, when I was PA to Honorable Mogore Olagbara at the Lagos State House of Assembly, and he's been a very fantastic supporter to the Nigerian movie industry. I know how much he loved Baba Sue, who was my boss of blessed memory. So Ashura Ajibola Ahmed Tinubu is a genuine leader and a parent. He cares so much, and he cannot look at us and continue to see us every day. TikTokers, people see it every day, buy data because they want closure. Because the picture of how Mohbad died and how he was buried does not represent you and I. I don't know which criminal that represents. I don't know who is heartless. That kind of barrier. Every human being deserves dignity, and that is the beauty of democracy. It preserves human dignity. If anybody's going to be buried, and it's going to be buried that way, maybe because the neck is no longer functioning from that fall. And that is why I'm appealing to the president, to the governor of Lagos State, and to the Inspector General of Police to look into the activities of the Lagos State Police Command. There are so many foul play. I will continue to support, to promote, to stand by the police. As a matter of fact, people think, oh, maybe the police are always bribing me, or I am playing anki-paki by always supporting police, but they don't know. I am raised properly, and I know the efficacy of the Nigerian police. I know that every child needs to be able to trust the police. We need to raise the next generation such that even the children of police officers can trust police officers. What we have now is nothing to write about. The children of police officers cannot even trust neutral police officers, and that is a serious cause for concern. And if we all can invest in the Nigerian police, we should ask that the Nigerian police should be well funded. As we speak now, the Nigerian police is terribly underfunded, and I will still continue to demand, or to join the voices to demand, to ask for state police. We need it, and we need it well. And then don't forget that the fastest but the sluggish athlete is the truth. And in the words of the great Martin Luther King Jr. of blessed memory, he said, and I quote, "The arc of the moral universe is long, but it's bending towards justice. It is justice for Mohbad or nothing. A luta continua, victory asserta." Thank you, and God bless you. Okay, I don't know if it's that is well legible. Can they see clearly? Okay, hello, Mr. Activist. I have a video of a fight with Cynthia and my brother. Huh? Oh, sorry. All right. Hello. So sorry. All right, that is the first message, and it says, "Hello, Mr. Activist. I have a video of the fight with Cynthia and my brother. I want 3 million naira payment before I send the video." That's the first message. Go to the next one. That is Adura's handle, his original handle. Okay, is that the next one? So that's the beginning. Yeah, the same video, the same way you make me trust you. Naim, I won't make you trust me too. I will send. I shall don't show you proof of the video. So it was when he sent the video you just watched that this now came up. Do you understand? So that was when this came up. So I said, okay. Okay. Go to the next one. Let's see. He's not going to be coming in order. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go to wait. Okay. The video gets where Wunmi push my brother and he used head knock floor. He now said goodbye because he was trying to tell me that after that. I don't know. They said it's Bitcoin. I don't know about Bitcoin. They said it's a Bitcoin account that was sent to me. But let me. Somebody read down my response. You get it. Trust me, and I will help you with police. Trust me. Because I meant it when I was saying that. I don't want anything to happen to Adura.
Excuse me. Mo ti bẹ̀ yín orúkọ Ọlọ́run. Mo fi Kristi bẹ̀ yín. Gbogbo ń tẹ wá.
Ẹ fún wọn ní mic. Ẹ bá fún wọn mic.
Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ ṣe.
Ẹ fún wọn mic.
A gentleman of the press.
Ẹ kọ́ fún wọn mic.
Serve you some paper. I think if you can get it, you can go to the paper. Mr. Yomi, you are aware that the commissioner of police have charged. They literally told Yen that was came out. See, from everything you've raised,
okay.
I'm putting it to you that this is you.
You need to introduce yourself, get a mic.
No, I'm not yet
If you're not ready to introduce myself. Hello, young man. Young man.
Now, from what you said,
what is your name and who are you?
My name is Jayola.
From where?
From where?
Who are you?
We need to know.
Bros, hello, bros. Hello, Alagba. Alagba.
My name is Jayola.
Alagba.
60 Minutes TV. Now, if you listen to Yomi very well, he said that kid came out and said it was the one that sent the video, etc., etc. Now, from what you said, you literally said you didn't accept all this thing is on you. That means the investigation and the confession of the kid doesn't suit your own narrative. Anything after that is your narrative. But for a guy that literally asked me to give him for 1,000 naira and be dragged for accountability of 900 and something thousand whatsoever, saying people were threatening him, he had to go to the UK and he came back to the same country that he's been threatened and stating all these things. Questions need to be asked. John, let me ask you a question. Is it possible for you to own estate?
Hold on. Hello. I allow you to get. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hey. Hello. Hold on. Hey. Hello. Hello, my brother.
And they are giving you access to CCTV.
Hello, my brother.
You can't say there's a CCTV and still couldn't see it.
Okay. You are being impatient.
We can't even see.
My brother.
No.
You know what? Hello.
The police.
Hello. Hello. Hey. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Stop this extortion. Stop the extortion.
Hold on.
Stop the extortion.
Are you done?
You're extorting people.
Okay, good. Now, let's go. Thank you. Hold on.
Stop.
That
is when Abib has confessed that is
Stop.
But because they sent you to rubbish this guy interviews and you went this is how they do the bad and we will not allow that same thing to happen to Adura. So this is the case.
If a promise
who sent me? Who sent me? Okay, to message myself.
You showed the best 3 seconds video. Can you see any military on that video? No. Okay, see.
Alright.
That's you. That's you. And there be that on the 11th day of December 2024 at about 16 hours at United Estate. Lagos Magistrate, this document.
Wait. Let him read
the document. Okay, you have the document. You can go to the document.
I want to invite the EC police station.
Stop. See, if you want to say your part, mommy, you have a mic. Express yourself. Adura, you want to speak? Adura, speak. Express yourself. I'm not after you. You should have to say it in Yoruba. Hey, you have to respect his rights. He needs to express himself. I don't want barbarians. This is a human rights organization. Everybody must have their say, so we've allowed them. Oh yeah, Adra.
Firstly, I don't have much to say. So all this thing is in court already. So you only allowed so much. So me only want to buy gun can just walk quiet for that join. So everything over surprised me. So nipa video is like 3 years ago. It's like 3 years ago. Because I share me my video more Friday share video so fun to my fundamental. So video and while you're phone. So when share me my chat, Mr. Yomi, you just come on invite someone else because what me put or inviting you what you can more and don't chat pẹ̀lú but she insist lórí TikTok live me she need pé Ross pé
do I explain that to you?
Yeah, I saw everything on TikTok.
Okay, do you want me to respond to that?
Yeah, you can respond if you want to respond.
Because okay, go on. Then go on.
So about the video, that's how it happened. I was not the one that did the video, so it was Mohbad himself. So Mohbad shared video ended to very funny for like more than 3 years ago. Katolosi Orchard Road from Asapa. So video ended to over. So Gasi Muta from Fundamola, European, Nigata Joa, phone. Like a week after, so we can cover same message. You want to see Mr. Yomi turn around chats. So I was surprised when the more chat blog chatting. So everything she share in but Mr. Yomi already confirmed don't you know lock out to just come be everything she love. But she insists so she chat at the community online pé Ross anymore she. So everything got to share in only one go to buy gun can just pé mo wà quiet she mo mind. So everything she share in money because investor you pay everything one got. There's a big statement. So thank you.
Okay. Shema sir, you go face it. Oh yeah, sir.
Mo dúpẹ́ gan-an gbogbo yìí. Mo gbàdúrà ní orúkọ Ọlọ́run ẹ̀rù ìfìró ẹ̀gbà. Mo gbàdúrà ní orúkọ Ọlọ́run ẹ̀rù ìfìró ẹ̀gbà. Ikú ọmọ ni kò ń ṣe kú ọkọ, kò ní ṣe kú aya. Ọmọ tí mo fi ara mi bí ni. Tẹ́ bá gbọ́ tó bá sọ pé 10 years àná sí mo ní ò sọ pé kẹ́ máa fi 10 years yẹn kẹ́ máa fi bá mi jà. Mo wá mú ọ̀rọ̀ kúrò lórí sí promise. Bí wọ́n ṣe fún promise lélẹ́yìn nígbà yẹn tí a ò rẹ́ni kankan tó fẹ́ support ọmọ yẹn. Mi ò rẹ́ni kankan tó fẹ́ gbèjà ọmọ yẹn. Ṣùgbọ́n èmi tí mo dúró láti gbèjà ọmọ mi máa sọ pé kí n má dá sí i. Pé ṣé mo fẹ́ kí wọ́n pa mí àbí kó pa òun. Tó bá ti wá pa èmi gan kò bá bẹ́ sà ju òun tó ń pa lọ. Torí mo dàgbà jù lọ. Kò yẹ kí ọmọ kú mọ́ mi lójú. Gbogbo yẹn ti fa lọ yẹn ti wà court ó ti wà ní police station everything tọrọ promise bó ṣe kú bó ṣe threat ọmọ mi èyí ọmọ Nàìjíríà ẹ rí ẹ wá bá àwọn family mi jà ẹ bá ìyá jà ẹ bá àbúrò jà ẹ rí gbogbo nǹkan tí ọmọ yẹn ti sọ sílẹ̀ tó lọ sí police station tó lọ sọ́dọ̀ àwọn ọlọ́pàá tó lọ report gbogbo ewu à ń ta gbogbo bó ṣe nu ọmọ mi bó ṣe gbúlẹ̀ tó ṣe ń ṣe oríṣiríṣi fún ó wà ń ta ẹ ò gbèjà mi ṣùgbọ́n mo dúpẹ́ náà gbogbo ìtẹ́ ìṣe náà ẹ ṣàfẹ́ rí justice Ọlọ́run dẹ̀ máa jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ rí lágbára Ọlọ́run ẹni tó pa ọmọ mi ẹni tó pa àtàwọn tó gúnlẹ̀ àtàwọn tó lù pa gbogbo wọn pátápátá ní agbára Ọlọ́run máa jẹ́ ká rí wàhálà yín kò ní já sásán wàhálà àti tèmi náà kò ní já sásán ní agbára Ọlọ́run òun náà kò ní sùn kò ní sinmi ọ̀ntì àrí justice ibi kíbi tí promise wà lẹ́yìn promise ò ní sùn ò ní sinmi àfi tó bá rí justice agbára Ọlọ́run ìyẹn ló bá yẹ Yomi
justice lọ́lọ́run lọ́wọ́ mà.
ẹni tó sọ pé ẹ ò ní rí kò bá ṣe bàbá ni kò bá ṣe ìyá ni kò bá ṣe àbúrò ni àdúrà ni kò bá ṣe mọ́wùmí ni tó sọ pé ẹ ò ní rí nínú ẹbí alọ́ba ní orúkọ ọlọ́run àwọn ọmọ ọ̀run máa gbógun sí i ó máa fi ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá sọ ibẹ̀ ẹ̀ ní rí justice ó máa fi ẹ̀mí ẹ̀ ìyẹn wá lọ gbogbo nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe fún promise ẹ̀ bá ní rí àdúrà wa ta fún ọ tó bá lówó lówó kò ní ta fún ọ tó ló fún torí nìkan ló fura fún òun fún ló fi wá bá àgbọn ṣé kó fẹ́ ta fóònù náà Dàmọ́lá ló wá bá pòun fẹ́ ra fóònù ṣùgbọ́n torí pé ó jọ wà pẹ̀lú ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ sórí ẹ̀ mo ṣe sọ pé kàdúrà kúrò níbi tí wọ́n wà mi ìfẹ́ ní bọ́ọ̀tì torí kó ọmọ mi wà surprise fún mi ó jọ mí lójú gan mi ìrírú ẹ̀rí àfìgbà tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi wá ta fóònù fún ọmọ yẹn wá ra fóònù mo wá gbọ́ná pé mo kàn wá ní ọkọ̀ pè mí pé ṣé mi mọ nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní TikTok torí mi kí wọ́n TikTok mọ́ torí àwọn èpè tí kò kí n ṣe tèmi tó máa ń ṣẹ̀yìn kò ń ṣe ti tèmi ṣé máa mọ ikú tó pa ọmọ mi ìmọ̀ àwa dúró báyìí ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ọmọ mi yẹ kó ti mú mi lọ sí máa mọ ikú tó pa sí mi ò sá ṣé mọ̀ pé yẹ kó ti mú mi lọ ni ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé yàjẹ́ ọmọ yẹn ni ẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ọmọ yẹn ò ní ìsinmi ni ìmọ̀ àwa mọ ikú tó pa ọmọ yẹn sí mo bí fara mi ìmọ̀ àwa dúró ó yẹ kó yẹ sí mú mi lọ sí máa mọ ikú tó pa sí mi ò sọ síta mi ò lè mọ ikú tó pa ọmọ mi kí n má sọ síta bí mo dẹ̀ ṣe wá ilé ìdẹ̀lẹ̀ parọ́ torí gbogbo nǹkan tí mo bá ṣe àwọn ọmọ tí mo bá bí náà máa jèrè promise ní kọ́kọ́ ni mo bí ṣe mo pé àdúrà wà ń bẹ ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ wà ń bẹ ó dẹ̀ náà wà kú mi ò lè parọ́ nítorí pé promise wà kú kí wàá máa parọ́ nǹkan tó yẹ kí n máa pa ibi tí mo ti ṣe gbogbo yìí torí pé mi ò fẹ́ parọ́ mo ra dúró mo dẹ̀ ti gbé àwọn ó dẹ̀ kọ́ mi náà ká má parọ́ kí n parọ́ kò dẹ̀ ń jà ní kò dẹ̀ ń jà kò dẹ̀ kí n bù mí kò dẹ̀ sẹ́ni tó ṣe mo máa ń dáríjì mo máa fi sí nǹkan tí mo máa ṣe fọ mi mo wọra mi gan pé bí àtòrí pé mo gba Ọlọ́run gbọ́ inú tí mi ò fẹ́ ṣèkà ọmọ mi fẹ́ parọ́ pé mi ò lè tún fi àjọ mo wá ta fóònù kà mo wá lo fóònù láti bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ kò ń ṣe àdúrà ló bá wọn sọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo wa làwọn mo lọ sí police station mo lọ bá Dàmọ́lá kí ló mọ mi ṣe fún yẹn ó dọ̀bà ló bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí bẹ́ẹ̀ ó lóun mọ̀ pé bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn ìpè kí ó jẹ́wọ́ gbogbo everything ti wà bẹ́ẹ̀ tí àdúrà gan fi lè sọ̀rọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ òun fẹ́ gbé lọ sí court torí àdúrà kì í sọ̀rọ̀ nǹkan tó mú tó fi sọ̀rọ̀ lélẹ̀ lásìkò àtẹ̀gùn ẹ̀sìn kò kí ń gbà mí sọ̀rọ̀ èmi ni mo máa bí léèrè pé kí ló fẹ́ kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ó kàn máa wò mí mo máa jábọ́ lójú ẹ̀ ni oníṣègbè ẹ̀gbọ́n òṣèkú yẹn ṣó dáa ṣé mo mọ gbogbo nǹkan tó yẹ kó ti jẹ́ láyé ṣé mo mọ ibi tó yẹ káwọn ẹ̀gbọ́n ti wà mo dẹ̀ ti gbogbo yóò dẹ̀ ti jẹ́ kí mọ̀ yín pé àdúrà kọ́ ẹ̀ mọ́ mo kọ́kọ́ wò yìí nígbà tẹ̀ jáde mo wò yín pé kò sí rí ẹni tó máa ràn wá lọ́wọ́ fún justice tó fún mi gbà ṣùgbọ́n létà mo rí pé ẹ̀yin náà ẹ fẹ́ pa ọmọ mi ní lójú bí.
ṣé ẹ àdúrà mi.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni ẹ fẹ́ pa ni ìgbà tí èso yìí pé òun ló ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ tí gbogbo èèyàn dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé kì í ṣe òun ẹ wá pé conference lé ọmọ mi lórí ṣé fẹ́ bá image ẹ̀jẹ̀ ni ṣé fẹ́ bá image ẹ̀jẹ̀ ni ẹ gbà mí náà ọmọ yìí sọ pé nǹkan lòun sọ gbogbo alámọ̀ tó bá mọ̀ pé ó mọ nǹkan tó pa ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ tó sọ ìwọ náà máa tẹ̀lé tó bá mọ̀ tí kò sọ tí mo bá mọ nǹkan tó pa ọmọ mi promise tí mo fi ọdún mi bí tí mi sọ máa tẹ̀lé ṣùgbọ́n tí mi ò mọ̀ gbogbo ọmọ tó bá kú máa jèrè wọn àjẹmọ́ nínú máa jẹ́ fún mi ò ní mọ́ bó jẹ́ ọmọ mọ́ ẹnikẹ́ni tó jẹ́ gba ọmọ mi tó wọ́n fìyà jẹ mí ṣé wọn mọ̀ pé fìyà jẹ mí ni wọ́n fìyà jẹ mí ni náà kálukú ló bí ọmọ títí ẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ báwọn tó fọmọ mi gba owó kiri tó bá ṣe fi gbowó tẹ wá justice náà mi ní báyìí jà ṣùgbọ́n ẹ̀wọ̀n kọ̀ọ̀kan mo ti ń wá opportunity rẹ láti jọjọ mi ò rí opportunity yẹn wọ́n ti wá opportunity yẹn mi ò rí bí wọ́n ṣe ṣe fún promise tó fi kú lélẹ̀ òun náà mo fẹ́ gbé lórí àdúrà mi ìdẹ́lẹ̀ gbà 10 years àná sí mọ́ mi ṣe rò bí ọkọ̀ fi mi tajà ó fẹ́ mi tajà ó fẹ́ mi rówó inú mi dẹ̀ jù sí bó ṣe sọ torí tí ò bá fi mi kọrin náà ẹ̀ lè mọ̀ mí yes tí ò bá fi mi kọrin ẹ̀ lè mọ̀ mí mi ò ní bá star o níbi tí mo bá wà ní máa wà ṣùgbọ́n torí pé ó fi mí kọrin yẹn mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run kò lè ṣe rí mi tí kò bá fi mí kọrin mọ̀ nǹkan tèmi náà pass through mọ̀ nǹkan tèmi náà face mọ̀ mí ṣùgbọ́n mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé ọmọ mi fi mí kọrin mo dẹ̀ mú pé torí pé ó fi mí kọrin fún 10 years ní agbára Ọlọ́run gbogbo ikú tó pa ọmọ mi tó ṣókùnkùn fún wa a máa rí kedere nínú ọtún yìí ẹnikẹ́ni tó pa gbogbo abiyamọ tó dúró ní òtítọ́ àti òdodo aṣọ ayé àjẹ ayé mèrè ayé babaláwo ayé máa gbèjà promise ìjà Ọlọ́run tó ṣẹ̀dá ọmọ yẹn torí ìkọ̀kọ̀ àti gbangba mi ó máa gbèjà ìjà o ṣùgbọ́n bá mi bẹ bàbá Yomi Fabiyi ẹjọ́ nítorí Ọlọ́run àdúrà ọmọ ẹni tí o kó má jẹ́ pé kí n máa wò wọ́n pé àwọn ló fẹ́ bá mi pa àdúrà wọ́n ṣe pa promise. ẹ sọ pé family wa ẹ fẹ́ràn ẹ jẹ́ kí n sọ fún ẹ̀yin ọmọ ẹ̀yin èèyàn tẹ́ jókòó ẹ̀yin alábàríkà ènìyàn ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ẹ̀yin rí bí ọmọ tẹ́ ẹ̀yin fojú sunkún ọmọ. mo sọ pé ìyá bàbá àwọn ọmọ tó kù kí ló yẹ tí mo wà lẹ́yìn ọkàn kọ́ lè wà justice fún mi kálukú wa scatter wọ́n wá fi opportunity pé kálukú scatter yẹn wọ́n wá fi enter gbogbo wa kò sí nǹkan kan tó ń lọ tí àwa nù mọ́ ṣùgbọ́n ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run ojú sí gbogbo ènìyàn ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run ẹ rí pé ìyá ṣe mistake ẹ sì rí bó ṣe mistake kí ló ń tẹ́ pé ya ẹ sì rí pé bàbá ṣe mistake pé ẹ wá scatter family mi wá scatter gbogbo ẹbí mi nítorí pé ọmọ yẹn kú ṣe rògbò dùn mọ́ mi nínú ọmọ mi ṣe kú ṣé àdúrà lè ti promise fún mi kò lè ti ìyá mo lè ti promise fún mi kò sẹ́ tó lè ti fún mi tó bá ṣe pé ọmọ mi wà láyé máa wà ibi tí mo ti máa ibi ìgbà ẹ̀kọ́ ni máa wà ẹ gbàgbé ibi tí àdúrà ẹ̀kọ́ tó lè ṣe nǹkan kan ẹ má bàa kárí ọmọ ẹ̀ jẹ́ ẹ ṣàánú mi ó fi bá kárí ẹ̀jẹ̀ ìgbà tó sọ pé ọmọ nǹkan tó ṣé ó máa mọ nǹkan tó pa ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ kò ní sọ.
ọjọ́ kí n fèsì sí.
please ọmọ interpret ẹ̀ fún yín gbogbo ẹni tètè mo bá ti sọ.
ẹ fi English lẹ.
ẹ jọ sá ẹ má bínú bàbá scatter wọ́n tọ́ bàbá jẹ wọ́n bá yẹ bàbá jẹ.
mọ́mí Mohbad.
sọ́mọ́ ṣé Ọlọ́run wo gbogbo wa gbogbo wa la bímọ ta ló fẹ́ kọ́ mọ̀ ń sọnù ta ló fẹ́ ta ni ò fẹ́ rí ọmọ ẹ̀ mọ́ kò dáa ní òtí ẹ̀ lówó gan kábàjọ wà lálàáfíà.
so mọ́mí Mohbad because bí wà time.
mo fẹ́ bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé àdúrà ọmọ ẹni tí o gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀ dẹ̀ ti wà ní police station.
ó ṣe é mi ma ó ṣe é yà ma.
à ń lọ sí kóòtù gan lórí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ajẹmọ àwọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni.
ọmọ tó dẹ̀ ṣe ó ti jẹ́wọ́ ṣùgbọ́n èmi ò ní máa push ẹ̀ bí mo ṣe ń lọ sí yìí èmi ò ní parọ́ màá lọ pè tíyẹ̀ ò bá fẹ́ gbé sí tíyẹ̀ náà ò bá fẹ́ gbé sí torí anybody tó bá kú sí ó kú ni ìgbà tí promise ti kú anybody ló lè kú tíyẹ̀ tẹ̀ náà ò bá fẹ́ gbé sí kó bọ́ síta bó ṣe jẹ́ kó sọ fún gbogbo
All right, ma.
ó jẹ́ jù.
Please, mommy. Hey, please. Hold on. Hold on. Mommy, I want you to know one thing. There is no way I will wish Adura bad, Mohbad bad, or Keresimi. They have right to life. They have right to hold on, ma. Hold on, ma. Because Adura, can I ask you a question? Mommy, Adura, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ dá mi lóhùn. Tó bá jẹ́ pé kò kì í ṣe àdúrà ló send the message yìí tó ṣàlàyé irú ikú tó pa Mohbad fún mi tó bá jẹ́ Ṣukudi Dàmọ́lá abẹ́nibọ̀dì kí lẹ rò pé kí n ṣe sí ṣé kí n da ọ̀bọ ni àbí kí n sọ síta.
no ẹ lè da ọ̀bọ ẹni sí.
okay now.
ẹni tó bá ṣẹ̀ mọ́ lọ́wọ́ ni.
okay so tó bá yẹ pé bóyá message yẹn ṣe wá yẹn ṣe mọ̀ pé andrew àdúrà ni ṣẹ́ gbà.
mo gbà.
now so ẹ ká máa zú pé kò ṣe andrew àdúrà hold on ma màá ṣàlàyé fún yín mọ́mí ẹ fọkànbalẹ̀ ẹ̀yin ò síbẹ̀ gbà tí Mohbad kú kò síbẹ̀ ṣe fẹ́ rojọ́ yẹn ẹ̀ sí ń bẹ̀.
sọ̀rọ̀ Mohbad gan sí.
ẹ máa gbọ́rọ̀ mi gbogbo ẹ̀ lábẹ́ see nothing will happen to your son I understand your angle as a parent mi ìdẹ̀ ní tọ́yìn kò yẹ kó bí àtọ́jú mo fi lójú yín o. When a mother needs to be stand by, will stand by you. When your son needs protection, will get him protection. Ohun tẹ́mi ń try láti ṣàlàyé fún yín ni pé ẹ jẹ́ ká wò pé okay kò ń ṣe Andrew àdúrà ẹ jẹ́ ká wò pé Andrew Barrister Adékúnlé ni kọ́ wá ṣàlàyé pé àwọn wà nílé yẹn o báyìí ni Mohbad ṣe kú ìgbésẹ̀ tí mo gbé yìí náà ni mo máa gbé kọ́ ẹ̀ lè blame mi tí bá dẹ̀ ń gbé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn dájúdájú tó bá yẹ pé lóòótọ́ inú ilẹ̀ fi ń ṣe àdúrà tẹ̀ ń ṣe gbogbo àdúrà gbogbo ìgbésẹ̀ tí gbogbo yẹn I have done the right thing.
mo ti sẹ́ mọ́ pé ìgbésẹ̀ ìgbọ́n tẹ ṣe
ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ mi
wọ́n ti ba orúkọ àdúrà jẹ́
ẹni tí ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ mi ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ mi mà
ṣùgbọ́n
ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀
ẹni mélòó ló wà bí bàbá sọ̀rọ̀ sí.
mọ́mì ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ mi hold on nígbà tí mo wá sí command were you there so àlàyé tó ń ṣe é sì ṣe fún mi tẹ́lẹ̀
mo ṣe fún mi kọ́ sí.
ṣo ṣe fún mi peace ó wà ń bẹ̀ ní command ìgbà tó pè mí lọ sí command.
Yeah, mo rí fídíò everything.
Were you there?
Yeah, I went there before mo wà ń bẹ̀.
ṣé àjọ wà ń bẹ̀?
àjọ sí mi.
Good now number one so kẹ́lẹ́ mọ̀ pé kò ní bóyá mo ní anything against it ẹlẹ́ẹ̀kejì bẹ̀ mà ṣé ń gbọ́dọ̀ mi. Yeah, you know they have to understand me and the most important thing is that when I saw the message. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? I have no animosity against you and I will never plan any evil against you. I would think probably you want to help your brother. I am the victim here. I am saying, tó bá jẹ́ pé èèyàn lo handle if you made a mistake and they use it to hurt me, talk about 3 million lọ́wọ́ mi, won't you be concerned? I'm going to be coming for you. However, ntọ́ wá ṣẹlẹ̀ gbàtà dé police command. Police will investigate. Mommy, ìdí tí mo ṣe sọ pé mi ò gbàgbọ́ ni pé from the whole explanation, please. The whole explanation from the police. I respect the police. Alákọ̀ọ́kọ́ náà, mommy, ọlọ́pàá orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà ó yẹ kó káràmásìkì anything tó bá rí tó bá jọmọ́ pé ṣógbẹ̀mí Mohbad ni ṣé òótọ́ kan jáde bí kan ni nígbà tí ọlọ́pàá wá sọ fún mi pé ohun tó wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn yẹn o mẹ́sẹ̀gì tó sọ pé bí Mohbad ṣe kú àti fídíò yẹn kò kọ́ àwọn wọn náà wò tiẹ̀ lọ síbẹ̀ yẹn wò dẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ bẹ̀ mo wá wò báyìí pé ok èmi ò lè pàṣẹ fọlọ́pàá ṣẹ́ńgẹ́tì ni ok mi ìrẹ̀lẹ̀ bèrè pé kí nìdí tẹ̀ ṣe lọ ọ̀gá tó gbéṣẹ́ fáwọn commissioner of police ní káwọn má lọ síbẹ̀ rárá ntọ́ ní káwọn fèsì ni ẹni tó bẹ́ mi ṣáàt káwọn kọ́ sọ fún mi pé kò ń ṣe àdúrà mo ní ìyẹn nìkan lẹ́ṣẹ̀ pè mí mo ní I left Abẹ́òkúta mo gbé ọmọ mi dání sọ́wọ́ ọmọ tó wà lọ́lídé she is meant to be enjoying himself mo láti stress ọmọ yẹn wá and then we got there ẹ wá ní ẹ̀fẹ́ lọ́bẹ̀ yẹn mọ́mì tó bá jẹ́ pé ń wá justice fún Mohbad ẹ fẹ́ mọ ikú tó pọ̀ mọ́ yín tírú message yẹn wá láti ọ̀dọ̀ anybody tọ́lọ́pàá wa ẹ wá débẹ̀ fẹ́ respect kó sọ fún yín pé fídíò yẹn o àwọn rí nǹkan báyìí ni o ọwọ́ aláwọ̀ ò tiẹ̀ fẹ́ lọ́bẹ̀ rárá ọlọ́pàá ni o now tẹ́ bá jẹ́ yín ni tẹ́ ń wá justice fún Mohbad tọ́lọ́pàá aláwọ̀ ò fẹ́ lọ́bẹ̀ yẹn èmi ò wà particular about ẹni tó kọ́ I'm particular about the content of the DM and the video èmi ò ní pé kọ́ lọ kọ́ monitor nípa ẹ kọ̀ sọ fún monitor yẹn inú iPhone ni mọ́mì ẹ má jà tọ́ra wa o whether old phone àdúrà ni o whether new one méjèèjì ló ń lo iCloud fídíò tá à ń sọ yẹn kọ́ tó blow ẹ̀ ó ṣe blow ìgbà tó fẹ́ send ẹ̀ sí mi ni àti 3 seconds tó fi kíní bòdì ẹ̀ yẹn ọlọ́pàá fẹ́ rí àti fún
ó jẹ́wọ́
so
ọmọ àgbé òun
ẹ wá rí i pé
ó fẹ́ kọ́ ṣọmọ ilé ìṣẹ́
ẹ̀rí tẹ́wá ibi tó bá jẹ́ pé Dàmọ́lá yẹn ló wá ṣiṣẹ́ burúkú yẹn ṣe ń gbọ́dọ̀ mi ni wá máa blame mi torí pé ẹ máa gbọ́dọ̀ mi.
a máa blame yín ní wíṣọ
ẹ̀rí tẹ́ṣe bá.
ṣe é pé ọlọ́pàá ẹ sọ pé ọlọ́pàá sọ fún pé àwọn fẹ́.
èmi ò lè gba tọlọ́pàá yẹn mo ti sọ fún yín sí Dàmọ́lá tẹ̀ ń sọ yẹn.
ṣé mo pé gbèsè mo promise náà ń parí ààrẹ ní kọ́kọ́ gbèjà.
ṣé mo pé Dàmọ́lá yẹn ti lọ plead not guilty ṣé mo pé Dàmọ́lá yẹn ní wò jẹ̀bi pé ọlọ́pàá mọ̀ ní court. Yes ẹ wà wíẹ̀ náà.
ó sọ pé ọlọ́pàá mọ̀ ṣé bí àpàyà lọ sí court.
kí ló pásítọ̀ tẹ máa bèrè ní pé.
kí ló tó fi parọ́ mọ́ ẹ máa gbọ́ o lọ́ọ̀yà gan máa ṣẹ̀wọ̀n lọ́ọ̀yà sọ wípé
lọ́ọ̀yà máa ṣẹ̀wọ̀n kẹ̀.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ló máa ṣẹ̀wọ̀n lọ́ọ̀yà sọ fún wípé torí pé kó má bàa ṣe ní iye níbẹ̀ yẹn náà sọ pé kó sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
the full video àdúrà ntí fẹ́ bèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ ni pé ó sọ pé hold on hey guys mọ́mí ọmọ yín ní pé fídíò yẹn wà lọ́wọ́ òun ó ní àbí full video ó wà lórí same phone yẹn so they will get it.
No.
Like I'm saying, the full video, you are here with me. What I would expect, what you would have done for me is, this is the full video. I will change my word. Full video. Okay, check out the full video. Mommy, I know the cell phone yẹn ló wà lórí fóònù yẹn ló wà mí èmi kọ́ ni màá mú jáde ọlọ́pàá tẹ́ ní kéde àná wà lọ́wọ́ orí fóònù yẹn. now is love it. You understand? Dàmọ́lá tó dẹ̀ lóhùn ló bá mi ṣáàt ó lóhùn ní fún wọn lọ́wọ́. A dẹ̀ díbẹ̀ pẹ̀lú Dàmọ́lá wọn òun fún wọn jáde ó dẹ̀ dígbà kírẹ́tì òun jáde. Ṣèbí fóònù ẹ̀ ló ń wà ìwọ ẹ̀ ló ta fóònù yẹn fún. Àdúrà ìwọ ẹ̀wí ìlú ilé àsọ̀rọ̀ ṣé ìgbọ́rọ̀ mi ṣé ìgbọ́rọ̀ wa Dàmọ́lá òun ni Dàmọ́lá ni ọ̀rẹ́ Mohbad ọ̀rẹ́ òun ló wá sínú fámìlì èmi kan àwọn oníkẹ́ face ó ti yẹ yín. Thank you. Do you still want to stay or you want to ask a question? Ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ dúró fún questioning. Ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ dúró fún questioning. Ṣẹ̀fẹ̀ dúró fún questioning. All right, Bobby. We want to continue. Everybody, let's continue. Hey, we need to question and answer. Bobby, ẹ jókòó. Questions and answers ṣì ń bọ̀. Bobby. Play this.
Nígbà tẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ sí wọn ni. Nígbà tẹ́ ń sọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ ń ṣàdúrà lẹ́kọ̀ọ́.
Bobby.
Ẹ sọ statement for my job. Kò mẹ́tẹ́ bá wa.
Don't moderate my program. Don't moderate my program, please. Don't moderate my program. Hey, wait. We have a program that we're following. Everybody will have chance to ask questions. So please allow this. We are all civil. We are all decent human beings. Okay? Don't mess it up.
My challenge that
okay. They played it, you were not seeing. Okay, now let's go. We want to, the full one is Adura said the full video is in the other is there. They'll play the video again. Oh yeah. That's what they sent to me. You understand? So the full video is what we asked the police to extract. Adura now confirmed that is in the phone with Damola that is sold. But the fact remains that either phones, his fingerprint is on it, he owns the phone, oh no, or choose Latima delete it because of believe according to what you said. That's fair. You only trust you. Now video call. But it's more important. And if kí ọlọ́pàá sọ pé àwọn ò lọ bẹ̀ ọlọ́pàá ló máa mú jáde èmi ò lè mú Dàmọ́lá kí n mú pápá òun náà ló dé kóòtù tó lóun ò jẹ̀bi pé ọlọ́pàá kọ́ mọ́ òun ṣọ́tí ẹ̀yìn kan mọ̀ sọ Dàmọ́lá yẹn ni mọ́mì Dàmọ́lá tó lọ sí kóòtù Àdúrà gbé lọ kóòtù tó sọ pé òótọ́ lòun ṣe tó dé kóòtù tó lóun ò jẹ̀bi pé ọlọ́pàá mọ́ òun fẹ́ ṣẹjọ́. So that is the point and that is his right. That is also right. Then we'll go. I'm going to be there on the 29th. The case has just begun.
Ṣùgbọ́n ẹjọ́ sórí Ọlọ́run. Ṣé ibi nǹkan tí Yorùbá ti ń ṣe kó máa fi òtítọ́ àti òdodo ṣe? Ṣé ọ̀pẹ bímọ? Ẹ̀yin náà dẹ̀ fẹ́ dàgbà. Èmi náà dẹ̀ bímọ. Àdúrà náà dẹ̀ lélẹ́yìí. Ṣọmọ pé gbọ̀tì ẹ ló kú kò ń ṣọmọ títí wọn ló kú ọmọ ti tèmi ló kú ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo bá ti ń ṣe láyé ẹ máa fi ìbẹ̀rù Ọlọ́run ṣe o.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni mo fi wo.
Sórí gbogbo nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi ó máa ṣẹlẹ̀ sí gbogbo ẹ̀dá nìyẹn.
Kò sí
tó bá fi ìtọ́ Ọlọ́run ṣe.
Thank you. You are very correct ma. Ẹ má wọrí ma.
Tó bá ṣe pé mi náà wá parọ́.
Títọ́ Ọlọ́run ló máa ṣe ẹ má wọrí.
Báwo ni ṣe máa parọ́?
Mọ́mì.
Tí màá mọ ikú tó pa ọmọ mi ẹgbẹ́ wèrè yìí.
Mọ́mì. Èmi ò rí ẹ rí. I don't know your handle. I never spoken to you before. So let's go to question and answer. No. No, I don't have to do that. I'm dealing with. No, I've been to the police. I've been to the police and that's it. You understand? Ṣé wo ṣe press conference yẹn ni? Ṣé o rẹ́mi sójú ni? Ṣé o rẹ́mi sójú ni? Yàrá tó sọ ni? Ṣé ìjọba ìbò wú ẹ̀ tó ṣe mí wèrè? Ṣé o yàrá tó sọ ni? Ilé iṣẹ́ yóò ṣe bàlàbàlà. Yóò ṣe bàlàbàlà. Kí ló wí? Yomi.
Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ṣe mi ò blame anybody o.
Ó yé wa mà.
Àtẹ̀tọ́ ṣe pẹ̀lú.
Ẹ gbọ́. Mọ́mí kò sẹ́ni ọ̀tọ́ máa ṣe àdúrà. Ṣé ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ mi?
Ìyàwó ẹ̀ ló ní mọ́mí. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ ní fẹ́ẹ́ jù mí lọ. Àlẹ́ ní fẹ́ẹ́ jù mí tó fẹ́ ṣe é lórí. Ṣé ó lóore tó ṣe fún ìyẹn tó ṣe lóore? Èmi ni omi tó ṣe lóore. Èmi ló máa tọ́jú kì í ṣe èmi fẹ́ tọ́jú. Èmi ló ṣe lóore. Èmi ló ṣe lóore. Èmi nìyá ẹ̀. Ẹ wà ní ẹ ṣì lè fẹ́ sí fẹ́ jù mí lọ. Ẹ mọ̀ ń gbọ́ ọmọ. Mo ti sọ fún ọ̀tá mi. Tó fi ń ṣe ẹ̀yẹ. Ọmọ àríwú ẹ̀ àwọn ọmọ kò ṣe rí.
All right, can we just go to question and answer? Let's please. It's going to be out. It's going to be with the family because it's a mandate request to go and do the autopsy. And if anybody's going to comment on that, it should be the family to comment on that. So I don't have access to that information, and I think the product request is still on recess. So maybe we have to wait, or if the family wants to say what is in the autopsy by themselves, they will, but I don't have full information on that.
Okay, I was trying to follow up with that 3 million that was demanded by, I don't know, whoever. So, did you pay anybody? You didn't mention if anybody was paid.
No, I was unable to pay because I know certainly that it's not going to make any sense to pay ransom to get that kind of information. Though information can be very costly, and not even from somebody like the younger brother. So I was going to lay on him until I see something vital that could help the police in their investigation, because there is no statute of limitation when it comes to homicide. And as we speak, over 1 year and a half, the cause of death, where Mohbad died, how he died, who took his life, is yet to be ascertained. And the young guy is still in the mortuary, not buried over a year, a 26-year-old, now 28 years. So basically, I couldn't pay because I was trying to lay on and get the full video. But of course, he confirmed to me that the video existed, and you heard from him now. He said the video is in the other phone, the full video. So it is the work of the police to extract it and check the veracity of that video and see if it's going to be useful for possible prosecution into what killed Mohbad. So that's what I can say.
So what could be the reason the police is not pushing for the
That is one of the major reasons why we have this press conference. Because what I expected, police told me that the mandate that they had, that is the CP, Special Squad, the mandate is to verify and investigate impersonation only. That Adura said it was impersonated. And that's the only thing they are verifying. And I also told them that I have written to the State Criminal Investigating Department, which is also in the State Police Command. And my petition was received. The DCP, he WhatsApped me to acknowledge the receipt of my petition, and he said what will be done. And I was invited by the IPO, ASP Ibrahim, invited me to party. I was also there. I gave what I have, everything, but nothing has been had since then. Up until now, nothing has been had. And maybe until yesterday, police called me from the same party and said, you know, I don't want to go into details of the operation, but I received a call from Panti yesterday, and maybe, we don't know, just that is all I know so far, over 3 weeks now.
Sir, judging from the misunderstanding that just happened now,
and we all should ask ourselves, even from the accounts the police gave that led to Mohbad's death, that Mohbad was bleeding from on the 10th to 12th. He wasn't to any hospital. The wife said he doesn't like hospital, that is why they didn't take him to hospital. And suddenly, police said he was bleeding profusely from the 10th to 12th. And this happened in the face of this Adura Alaba that was sitting beside me and about 15 other people. And at the end of the day, throughout those periods, till Mohbad was taken to Ikorodu for burial, the only time anybody spoke out to complain that got to police was when Mohbad's coffin was opened and people saw a bent neck. And that was when the public said, this is our responsibility. You cannot do this. What happened to this man? Why is his neck bent?
And then we all screamed that police should look for something is happening. And that was why we all screamed out. So basically, if the account the police gave that a nurse came to inject Mohbad and he ran into probably an anaphylactic reaction and then he began to vomit, then he died, and then he was brought in dead, and all these people, including Adura Aloba, did not think this is not a natural death, that it should have been reported to the police. So if until the time Mohbad was going to be buried, they didn't report it to police, that means something is about to be covered. So if the public never screamed out, that would have been done. They even buried him, and they cemented it that same day. So, exactly, look at the neck, bent neck. No human being should go through this. Human dignity is meant to be preserved. So the neck was bent, and it's even broken, not bent, broken. So, and when you look at this video and this image, and the narration that was sent to me via Adura's DM, that he was pushed from upstairs and he broke his neck, and he hit his head on the floor, it's now looking like it is correlated. So they didn't say any of this out. In fact, when they were pushing everything out, even including the wife, Yomi, she confirmed that somebody took Mohbad's life. Do you understand? She said, maybe you guys have killed him. Come and take your corpse. So they also knew. That means Yomi knew somebody killed Mohbad, but never went to tell the police. Never report to police until the public. So when you see drama like this, it's still the same picture, the same thing. But whatever the case may be, it is the police that would have to live up to their billing. They would have to live up to their billing and do the right thing by investigating discreetly and bring closure to this case and the truth out.
Thank you very much, sir. Is there another question? No question? Alright, then we'll move to the next item on the agenda.
My question is, so far, Mr. Yomi, on the issue of the 3 seconds video and the position of Nigerian police, Lagos State Department, concerning the video and the content of the message, is there any further action you are planning to take, since you are saying that the situation is taking another turn? They told you they are not prepared to work on the 3 seconds video.
Who?
The police, according to your speech.
The CP Special Squad said that, not me. So a section of the police said that. I've just informed you that the police in Panti, they said they're going to be working on it. But be that as it may, we believe that the best way in this kind of situation, since a part of the police command is looking into impersonation, they don't want to look, from a commissioner of police for that matter, and the deputy, who has our own complaint on the video, they're not going to be looking into it. I think the right thing to do now is, that is the essence of this press conference, that the Inspector General of Police should look into this case and say, you know what, since the same command are not willing to harmonize the 2 cases, it is okay now that the Inspector General of Police, the President and the Governor should say, take the case away and let the IG transfer it to a different section of the Nigerian police so that they can do justice to all the matter, because it connects. And that way, everybody will know that there is fair trial and fair balance and fair prosecution. So the next action is, that is essence of this press conference, that the Inspector General of Police, they can see now, this is not making sense for the Nigerian police. It's not making sense for the Nigerian image. At the end of the day, he is acting like a victim. I was the one that was to be swindled. They want to take my 3 million. I am fighting, I'm looking for justice. He is meant to be telling Ego, I am not the one that wanted to swindle you. And I said, you need to prove it to me. Because attempted fraud and fraud is almost the same thing. Am I not correct in the law? So, in this case, unfortunately, we live in a country whereby when the justice system and the law enforcement are not working straight, they will give some leeway to certain people and it will look like it's the right thing. But that is why we are calling on the Inspector General of Police, the Governor of Lagos State, and the President and the Father of the country to look into this whole stuff. It's not making sense. It's derailing the country. They should look for a different police team, a tactical team that will crack
the whole matter, including the personal story and everything. That is what we are demanding for. Without that, it is going to be very difficult to trust the Lagos State Police Command in Mohbad's case.
All right. With that, sir, confronting Adura today for the first time, I think, what is your take concerning the 3 seconds video? Are you now convinced that Adura is not actually the one chatting with you, or you still have the same belief that Adura is the one chatting with you and somebody wants to take the fall?
I want to believe you were here when I was delivering my speech. What did you make out of it? Do I look convinced?
When you're giving your speech, you don't look convinced.
Okay, that answer your question.
Thank you. I'm talking about the argument.
I am not you.
Adura and Kissi.
Hold on. They put up a drama. I'm an actor. I want you to listen carefully. A mini actor. I've been acting over 20 years. Nobody don't shake dress rehearsal. And let me tell you one thing. Tell me about acting for me. For the drone. But Coco Benilupe, does it even make sense to you asking the question? Their brother's picture is here. They share the same blood. The mother shared the same biblical cord. This younger brother, he housed him. Mohbad has his name on his body. I've asked them the same question. You're asking me a funny question. I said, if another person sent the similar message to me, will they want me to go after the person or not? Should I cover it? He said, no, I should go after. So what makes him different? Was he not there when Mohbad died? So the account he's given, did I make it up? So why do you want me to sit beside him? I'm doing a press conference on his behalf, and you're saying, do I believe him when we got this? And you don't go trout. Don't give me that nonsense. Nothing will happen to Adura. But the police and the law enforcement need to have him to their custody and do their job. He said the video is with somebody. Let them see the full video. That is when I will be convinced. Why would I make a decision when I've not seen the full video? He need to send this in the 3 seconds. And they carry to get 10 minutes. I don't want to see it. The other something we don't want video. When it alone by only conscious Mohbad deal, but the color when it okay, I get carry. Only they cut to and you expect me to believe. I'm only doing the right thing under the law. And if he's writing, let them investigate and let them bring the truth out, then we'll get closure. I need to face this head on. I'm not going to be falling for emotional blackmail. I am a fighter of truth and justice, and things like this is our forte. We are used to them. Next question, please. Amen.
My name is Oyibaki Samson Olarwaju from Artificial Oloriebi. In Nigeria, if you have to sell your vehicle, you remove the plate numbers. Perhaps you fail to remove the plate number. Any offense or criminal offense that is attached to that vehicle is attached to you.
The lawyer here to respond.
So, no. I want to make it clear now that in as much that Adura has failed to delete or failed in deleting all the relevancies in the phone, so automatically anything that is attached to that crime is attached to Adura. From my view now, what is going to be our next action?
My name is Dr. Isoji. As regards your question, the position taken by you is mere presumption. If you sell a car and you didn't remove the plate number and there was a crime committed with that vehicle, the presumption would be that it is true, but it is a reportable presumption. Where further evidence comes around, then it will change, it may tilt the position.
Further evidence, yes.
Before you proceed, I have something to add. You see, in this case, my name is Barrister Adekunle Salami. In this present world, we all know how iPhone are being operated.
Yes.
If I'm selling this phone to you, if I refuse to delete my iCloud, if I'm signing on another iPhone, it will tell you that this iCloud is on a phone before. Are you getting me? It is not possible for Adura and Damola using the same handle at the same time.
Never.
It's not possible.
Yes, sir.
On an iPhone, it's not possible. It will tell you that this iCloud is being used on another phone. In fact, it will tell you the spec of the phone. If it's 12 Pro Max, it will tell you. So Adura is starting him. Damola is also starting him at the same time. With the same hand, it's not possible.
It's not possible.
Good. That's it.
The second question.
Please,
Mrs. Aloba, is it Abosede Aloba, if I may be right, said anybody that is found guilty or no, that the culprits has attested in respect of that video. So automatically she has attested that that thing exists. That's why I asked that question, that what is going to be our next line of action?
All right, thank you so much. I didn't catch your name fully again, sir. Your full name, sir.
I am Oyebanji Samson Olariwadi from at official Olori MP platform.
Mr. Oyebanji Samson, thank you for that wonderful question. At this point, it's safe to keep the next step discreet. We just have to keep it to our chest. But of course, as you can see, as a body, as a non-governmental organization, we are ready and we're willing to see this to the logical end. And that is why we are appealing to the police, to every person, stakeholders in this country. We have appealed to them that they should not allow this death to go in vain. You understand? And just keep close tab. We are going to be going forward, but we will not be disclosing until it matures. Okay? So thank you so much. Any questions? Oh yeah. You are from the Nigerian National Student?
Yes.
Oh, welcome.
So most students are telling that this case they are not available. Like she Nigerian problem, she wants to father. But me seeing, I told them that it's depend. Tamas of way a very go to try the tongue. So I mean, mostly want to deal with the government. Not deal with the government. I remember when we first shut down the airport here, down because of the I was part of it that they destroyed them. We shut it down totally. Even we saw a lot of people going traveling out. Child is said, now we speak. And we didn't know that
public power.
It was only 48 hours after strike ended. So I think if we keep saying that, okay, let's keep talking, or the time will be cool. I think it's now high time for us to call the commissioner of police, when the commissioner of police to sit with us, okay, let us know what will happen. Yes. It's high time for us to sit, not talking again, but don't talking, let's start acting. Because if we keep talking, I won't like to you, Tinubu will use 4 years finish, nothing will happen. If they use 8 years finish, nothing will happen. I was at Osun State yesterday to monitor an election. But Osun State is a PDP state. We got there with the help of APC. We did the election successful, nothing happened.
Student election?
Yes, mass election.
Mass election, oh good.
Nothing happened. So I think it's not about talking again. Nigeria is now confrontation. By the of God, next month, by tomorrow like this now, I also not having a propaganda program in Abuja. You will have maybe in us because if no use your government will work. Okay, Tinubu release by palliative for all SQ presidents yesterday. If no use the release anything.
All right, I want you to go straight to your question. I know that student Aduta is always in the body. I understand. It's coming.
So it's not time for us to go as a commissioner of police to know where the case is. Emma choosing one, don't choosing more. I want to say no, but what do you think we can do?
Okay.
ẹ máa jù sí wọn ni because you know that still talking here this press conference they are saying they are looking at it after this conference all of them they know that we are coming they already know we are coming they don't know the answer.
All right, next question please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mohbad'S on TikTok from God's Protection's platform. My own question that I want to ask on Yomi, let me just place it this way. Sir, you need to do something about this King White. Who? King White. The guy is causing a lot of distractions.
Where?
Everywhere. So something needs to be done.
Property. He has his right. He has the right to cause distraction. When he oversteps his bounds.
Even right, yes, sir.
No, this is a public hearing. Right? He has not engaged in violence, and I've cautioned him. And when I've cautioned him, he has the right to express himself. What we will not do is to gag anybody from his freedom of expression. He must express himself. But freedom of expression does not mean freedom from prosecution. If he expresses himself in a way to cause damage, we will meet in court. But of course, with what he has just done, he's trying to express himself. Whether I like it or I don't like it, he's not stopping us, we are continuing. So, we live in a society, a mad person will walk, when the guy led the way so, when they go on to, I think I've answered you. Please deal with people with mutual respect. If they give you disrespect, return it back with respect. If they give you disrespect, return it back with respect. But the moment it gets to a stage, you say, you know what, I've had enough, and then you just walk away or ask them to leave. Okay.
The second question is, at this juncture, what's the relationship between you and the father of the deceased?
Okay. The relationship is mutual. I am a justice fighter. I'm looking for justice for an individual. I don't need to know his parents of anybody before I stand by them. I've been traveling outside Nigeria. I've been to Canada, America, UK, South Africa. Things have happened to me that my families are not there. As a matter of fact, I've not really traveled with my family before. I've fallen sick. I've been harassed. Things I've done. But innocent people, they didn't engage in apathy. They showed concern. They stood by me, and I'm alive here, and I'm doing well. So why would I look when another young person, a colleague in the entertainment industry, is going to be suffering the same pain? We have to stand up and do what is right. So if the father appreciates what I'm doing, good, which I want to believe he does. Even the people that came here, they know. If you see their body language, they acknowledge the fact that I'm fighting for their son. Probably they just felt like, this route, don't buy, but whatever it is, if you call him a manufacturer or Andula, if you call him sign out to TikTok, if you want that money. And I told the mother, it is your son your two sons, make friends with Damola, deal with him. He's not saying he's no longer guilty. How does that connect with me? I got an information from your son's Andrew. Whoever had access to it, deal with the person. Your son, I've not seen enough thing to believe he's not the one. And even whatever the case may be, whether it's Damola, whether it's Adura, the two of them were there when Mohbad died. And the accounts they gave, they have other means to say. He could have said, I have a video of when the nurse injected Mohbad. He didn't choose that. This Damola they are shifting the whole stuff to is a close ally of Wumi. He fights everybody on behalf of the same Wumi. So if the same Damola will be the one to now enter my DM and bring and say, okay, it is a Wumi that did this. And for crying out loud, all of them knew what happened. They all accused that somebody died Mohbad. But none of them told the police until it was about to be buried. As in, it was buried. So that means they are not willing to talk. So if one of them is now talking, whatever means, Tobagba, loud Tobagba, Koniwa, who are important. Only when anybody saw, show Tolo shame Kotos, video to say, Shad Alevi Toku. So why would the society keep silent and say, oh, there is no remaining video, when we all know in our conscience there is other video to a clear, to a vivid explanation of what happened in that 30 seconds. Oh wow. So why would anybody say I should keep quiet and take a draw? If you want me to take a draw out, I should hold Damola. How will I hold Damola? If I hold Damola, Damola will say mobile shouting. Is it my hand? So why are you coming to me? You are asking police, did I talk to you? Show me where I talk to you. He said, but they told you in police station. Which police station? The fact that police says something does not mean it is affirmative. No police have got the right to sentence anybody. They don't even have the right to judge anybody to say whether you are guilty or not. They are meant to prosecute, put their evidence together, and prosecute you. So when they prosecute, the judge will determine who is guilty or not. And as a human rights activist, as a sane citizen, I have to hold the presumption of innocence according to the law. Am I not correct? My leg? The contrary is true. So I'm sorry that I'm quoting your law stuff. So allow me, follow me. He's a PhD holder in law. He's a doctor of law. So please give me a round of applause, please. This is another legal luminary. So they know the law back and forth. So thank you for borrowing me your language. And that's another legal luminary guru. I like that you want to kill one law. So that's just it. I believe I've answered your question.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Help us to know what's really behind Mohbad. We don't need to start fighting ourselves or dragging ourselves. All we need to know is that what's buying Mohbad, and not we that will say what's buying Mohbad, because Mohbad buying in the house, and in the house that buying, there are people there. So these people are to be questioned. Either Adura, either Damola, either CY, either anybody. Everybody in that house that minute should be questioned. That is what we are asking for. Please, we are begging. I know this will go viral and it will go to you. Anybody that needs to attend to this, what's buying Mohbad is what we are looking for.
All right, thank you. Any question again?
Yes, sir, yes.
Wait a minute.
Please, there's a question I want to ask you guys.
No, give her the mic, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Bolani. We go on TikTok. Well, what I want to ask is about the laws. It's like she's left out of this case. I've not been hearing anything about her. Nobody's saying anything about her. And she was the one that came home. So she should be the one to tell us what happened as well. If others in the house cannot say anything, the nurse should be in the best position to give details of what happened to Mohbad. Then DJ Bami, they said DJ Bami is a photographer or whatever. When they claimed that Mohbad fought with Prime Boy, what was he doing? Where was he then? Because there was no photograph to show any sign of fight or whatever that happened between them. We need to know what really happened to Mohbad. That's my question.
Thank you very much. Do you still have a question?
I don't know if that is a question.
Yes, I have.
Please wait a minute.
But I want to believe that the police, they will look into that. According to what we had, the nurse was arrested. They read her statements. Nobody has heard from the nurse directly. No media have spoken to her. And then the most important thing is that when we want this case to be properly investigated, and that is why we are calling on the government, our leaders in the state and in the country to look into this matter, because the public are not going to allow this to slide. Wants closure. Everybody wants to know what took Mohbad's life, how he died, and who is responsible. So they will look into that, and I will make sure that that is also properly investigated. So that's all I can say on that.
Thank you. The next person.
Next question, please.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Taiwo Ademola. So I'm on TikTok and all platforms that are looking for justice. You see Taiwo Ademola here. I want to ask a question. When Adura was talking, he said that video was made by Mohbad 3 years ago. And the day that Wumi's sister Karimo wanted to reveal this video and the shots, she said Mr. Yomi sent the video to her to confirm if that house is Mohbad's house. Was Karimo? And Karima said, she said yes, that is Mohbad's house, that she knows that particular place in Mohbad's house. And this same Karima came to Nigeria last year, immediately Mohbad died. And I don't think she has been to, she was in Mohbad's house before Mohbad died. So if that video was made 3 years ago, then why will Karima know the exact location of the video? Because she came 2 years ago, immediately Mohbad died. So that's my whole question. So we need to investigate that.
Thank you.
Okay, that's not a question. It's asking that the police should.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
There's a question.
Mr. Yomi, in the 3-second video you showed to us earlier, it was covered. And you said you were invited by the police for the impersonation leading to the video that was sent to you. Were you allowed to see the video or shown the 3-second video without it being covered? And can you identify that it was from the incident that came to Mohbad's life?
Thank you so much for that question. That was what I was expecting when they invited me to the Commissioner of Police.
Okay.
But when I got there, the OC, that was what was in my statement. The officer in charge said he has not seen the video and he's not going to be seeing the video or asking for it to be extracted. That the only area of concern is just the impersonation done by Damola. But I now said to him, I said, sir, when you look at the importance of the content of this message and the video in question, it is about an ongoing homicide that this state command is investigating, particularly the state CID, which is the same police command. That, I don't know, are you going to be harmonizing it? He said, sir, we're not dealing with that now. That is not what the COMPO asks us to do. The mandate is impersonation. I said, when you're investigating and it traverses somewhere, as police officers, you are not extract and give it to the people investigating Mohbad's case. But of course, I have to respect police officers. He has probably a time frame to report back on the impersonation issue. So they said they only want to prove to me that it was not Adura. And I said, well, Adura is not here, but can I speak with the impersonator, the alleged impersonator? And when they brought Damola out, and I asked him, I said, number one, that video in question, where did it emanate from? Is it from Gaza? He said yes. He said, yeah, but it's not, it's Yomi that is fighting there, but he's fighting with another member of Mohbad'S crew, not Mohbad. I said, well, where is the full video? And then, of course, I'm in the police station. They didn't allow me to see the full video.
Even the 3 seconds
video? Even the 3 seconds video, they didn't show me. So I was expecting now that since my own area of concern is the confession and the video, and I've written to Panti, the state CID, which is headed by the Deputy Commissioner of Police, maybe any moment from now, they will be able to act upon it, because since over 3 weeks, nothing has been done on this, and it was only after Adura's concern of impersonation was acted by the Commissioner of Police, which is a step superior or the overall head of the State Police Command. So I look at it and say, am I really going to get to see this video? Are they going to really investigate it with the way things are now? Because, and I expect that, that I don't know what is going on. So I said, okay, if this is what is going to be happening, maybe the Inspector General of Police will have to step in, retrieve the case file fully, hand it over to a different command or sector of police officers so that they can bring the truth out for everybody, including his concern and my own concern. Because I was expecting that let's assume it was Damola, Adura should be concerned about what he wrote. I was waiting for an opportunity to ask him, if you say you are not the one, and it was Damola, that incident that he wrote, that Cynthia fought Mohbad, he pushed him and he broke his leg, is it a statement of truth or not? And the full video, do you have it? I expect that if he wants to convince me, he should be able to show me the full video that I got. That was not, if I look at, I have a full video, it was on my phone. But he has not done any of that yet. And maybe he will seize the opportunity of this moment to show all of us, including you, the full video, so that I will know it was not even a fight between, because he knows that the video existed. He confirmed it to you guys. So that is my own answer to your question.
Alright, thank you very much.
Sorry, is there a longer video?
Oh, that's what he's saying.
No, because what she was saying.
Listen to Adura. He said, LB, treat him with respect. And this.
Please, decorum.
Decorum. So you back. Only video you see no. So we have a
Video slow, we were the same phone.
Only CY, that is Cynthia. Only one video here at Mohbad. At Italy. Okay, so the police will have to help us to, as we can all hear now, maybe a full video. We don't know said, but we don't know Damola. Until you sorry, don't want me. What I need, Wumi, Aloba, Mohbad, Aloba, Aloba, at your call over there. So, I can say it is important for the police.
Even video, yeah. Why is it bring out?
Is it the same video that was played? Is it the same video?
Continue with me one day.
Around Damola spray on tear, no one doesn't issue, right? No, worry because of Damola tear. I mean, you understand?
Don't worry, my sister. Don't overburden him. He said he doesn't have a video, but the person in the video is Yomi. Mohbad at your Kotamo. He doesn't even.
But the voice here, all the sopping,
I understand your passion. This is why we have this public hearing. We want the police. It's not making any video. I understand. For all of you, do you all know what is the video? Checking it. Don't you want to see? Is it with me? No. And the police should help us. So the police should help us to get the video out. So by asking the address shouted me up, because if you really fingerprints Damola, I don't even know him. I didn't see his name. And when I got to the police station, when I got there, he showed me the full video. I understand. It's a different ballgame. And this is the same Damola that went to court and also denied and said, I am not guilty of all the charges. And we're going to be starting trial. And that made me not to believe him. It doesn't mean after Adura. But my brother, whatever we talk about Mohbad, we'll get to know it very soon. And whatever it is in that video, I am of the 100% belief that it will lead us to somewhere straight and germane. If the police do the needful and not play any foul play. And I'm going to be believing that the Nigerian police will not connive to sweep this under the carpet or make a mess, because he himself wants to know. All of us wants to know. So my brother, whatever the case may be, I'm not charging you to court for taking 3 million from me. So as a court, the only thing I want is that video. And the only way they can get the video is through you and whoever to back their phone. So you're going to lead them to them. So if anybody is telling you what I'm doing is to hurt you or to know, if I want to charge you to court for trying to swindle me, I'll be in a court against you in a civil suit for trying with my emotion and trying to take money. But I'm not doing that. What I want is what killed your brother according to that test. So if it is not you or anybody, let the police handle it and let's get to court. You understand? The other one with Damola, he said he's not guilty, and that means he should not be believed. So we are still at the beginning, as far as status quo. My brother, nothing will happen to you. Justice will be served, and nothing, trust me, nothing will happen to you, and the public, the world will stand by you. You will live to fulfill your dreams, because I know certainly justice will be served. So, next question, please.
Yes, sir.
The video in it existed before he transferred it. He said it here. He said the only reason why he left everything is because he's a bookie. I understand what I'm saying? So the question now is this, whatever the case may be, convince me, let me see the full video, then I would know that, number one, it's not even about violence to Mohbad. Number two, let Damola go to court. When he's found guilty, I will change my tone. If he's found guilty, prove to Damola that he was the one that tried to swindle me. Not to me, prove to him and the court. So if they found him guilty, because as a sane individual, there is the presumption of innocence. You can't just react. You can't say he's guilty now. He said he's not guilty. That means he has his own reason. There's something that he wants to prove in court. And he's not going to be proving it against me. He'll be proving it against Adura. So they'll have us to bring together. So if he's able to convince the court that it was not him, it was Adura, then who am I to say otherwise? You understand what I'm saying? But for now, I can't look anywhere else. The law does not permit me to look anywhere else.
About 12 fundamental rights for you. The leading one is right to life. And in fact, all other 11 rights dies with you. The only one that survives you is your right to life. Because when you die, and you die in such a circumstance similar to what happened to our brother here, people will investigate. People will ask questions. People want to know why he died. And that is exactly what you have demonstrated today. The whole world is seeing what you are doing today. This is a struggle to ensure there is justice for Mohbad. It is not justice for Mohbad alone. It is justice for all of us. What happens to Mohbad, if it is swept under the carpet, can happen to any one of us. We are a potential victim of this kind of situation. God forbid it. We have done our best. Let's continue to hammer for it. Just who shall be served. I thank you.